what if everything you thought you knew about starting a business was, well, wrong? The weeks of planning, the huge costs, all the guesswork? What if that was all part of an old rulebook? Just imagine being able to take a tiny spark of an idea and turn it into a fully launched, ready-to-market business in a single afternoon. Well, today, we're not just going to imagine it. We're going to show you exactly how it's done. All right, let's just break this down for a second. The old way, it was a grind. We're talking weeks, sometimes months, of manual labor, writing copy, designing pages, testing everything by hand. It was slow, it was expensive, and it was all built on a hope and a prayer. But now, look at the right side of the screen. This isn't just an update, it's a revolution. One afternoon, AI doing the heavy lifting, totally free tools, and making decisions based on cold, hard data, not just a gut feeling. Google has been quietly weaving this incredible suite of AI tools into its system, and honestly, it's changing the entire game for entrepreneurs. And look, this isn't just some made-up hype. This number, 78%, it comes from a platform called Polymarket, where people bet real money on future events. So, more than 3/4 of these traders are putting their own cash on the line, betting that Google is going to be leading the AI race by the end of 2025. That's not just chatter, that's a huge vote of confidence from the market. And a big reason for that confidence? It's these kinds of integrated, easy-to-use tools we're about to jump into. So how do we actually do this? Well, we use a powerful combo of Google's AI tools. But instead of thinking of them as 4 separate programs, I want you to think of them as your new, totally free AI agency. Seriously, each tool is like a specialist on your team, ready to handle a key part of building your business. So let's meet the team. First up, you've got Noble LM. And this is your strategist. Its job is to answer the most critical question right at the start. Is this even a good idea? It's your research and validation engine. It digs through market data, figures out what people actually want, and spots those profitable little gaps in the market. This is the blueprint. It makes sure you're building on solid ground and not wasting a second on an idea that's going nowhere. Okay, so once your idea gets the green light, you bring in Firebase Studio. This is the builder. Think of this tool as your construction crew. It takes that validated strategy from Noble LM and almost instantly turns it into a live hosted website. And the best part? No coding, no complicated setup, no technical headaches. It just builds it fast. Next up, meet Pumeli, your designer. Because a business is so much more than a website, right? It needs a personality. Pumeli is what crafts your entire brand identity. It figures out the colors, the vibe, the way you talk to your customers, everything that makes your brand feel unique and really connect with people. It's what creates that killer first impression. And finally, you've got Google Flow, your marketer. This is the absolute powerhouse that goes out and gets you customers. It takes all the work you've done, the research, the website, the brand, and spins up a whole suite of marketing materials. We're talking different ad versions, social media posts, even entire video campaigns, all set up and ready for A/B testing from day one. This is your engine for growth. And here is how it all just flows together seamlessly. You start with research using Noble LM. That research then feeds directly into the build phase with Firebase Studio. Your new website gets its personality in the brand phase with Pumeli. And finally, you push that brand out to the world in the market phase with Google Flow. See, you're not just working faster, you're building like you have a whole team of experts at your command. All right, we've met the team. Now let's see what they can actually do. We're going to put this AI agency to the ultimate test and build a complete business right here, from scratch. And what's our project? A brand new hot dog restaurant. We're going to go from a totally blank page to a live website with a full brand identity and marketing assets ready to go. Every founder on Earth starts right here. You've got an idea, a hot dog restaurant. Sounds fun, right? But then comes that million-dollar question that's staring you in the face. Is this idea actually profitable? So many people just skip this step and build something nobody wants. We are not going to make that mistake. It is time to call in our strategist, Noble LM. And the process is, well, it's unbelievably simple. We just tell Noble LM to analyze the fast food industry, but to focus in on the hot dog market. It immediately starts crunching the data, market trends, what people are searching for, what competitors are up to, and where there's an unmet need. Is there a hidden market for gourmet hot dogs? Or maybe a vegan option? Noble LM finds out for us. And the result of that is a total game changer. So think about this. Instead of just having a vague idea on a blank page, we now have a validated business strategy that's backed by actual real-world data. We know our niche, we know our target customer, and we know what kind of messaging is going to work. The blueprint is done. Okay, we've got our data-backed plan. Now for the part that used to be the hardest, building the actual website. But with our AI builder on the job, the question isn't how long will this take? It's how do we turn this plan into a real website, like right now? Let's see how Firebase Studio builds that foundation. This is where the integration just feels like magic. We literally copy the strategy report from Noble LM and paste it right into Firebase Studio. We tell it what kind of vibe we're going for based on our data. Then we hit prototype. And just like that, Firebase Studio starts writing all the code in real time and spits out not one, but 2 different website versions, already set up for us to A/B test. And there it is. One final click on publish, and we have a fully working website live on the internet. In just a few simple steps, we've gone from a validated idea to a real functioning business online. No coding, no setup headaches. The biggest technical hurdle that stops most people dead in their tracks? Yeah, that just got completely vaporized. So a website is great, but a website by itself doesn't bring in the customers. We have to answer the next huge question. How do we make people actually notice us? How do we give this business a personality that's going to grab their attention? Well, it's time to bring in our designer, Pumeli. Now, the process here is just wild. We just give Pumeli the URL of the website we literally just made. It instantly scans the whole thing, figuring out its brand DNA, the colors, the tone, the key messages. Then, based on a simple prompt from us, it generates 3 totally different, complete campaign concepts. Each one comes with its own unique visuals and ad copy, all ready for us to pick from. I mean, let that sink in for a second. This is like having your own personal creative team, strategists, copywriters, designers, all brainstorming and producing ads for you. And it does it all in minutes. We now have 2 different sets of ad materials, giving us perfect A/B testing options right out of the gate. We've got the strategy, the website, and the brand. Now for the final piece of the puzzle, creating the marketing that will actually drive traffic. And let's be real, to get anyone's attention today, you need compelling video. So how do we create scroll-stopping ads that look totally professional but take no time at all? Simple. We call in our marketing powerhouse, Google Flow. Using Google Flow, we take those awesome static images that Pumeli just made for us. We upload them, and with just a simple text prompt describing the kind of motion and feel we want, it turns them into full-motion, professional-looking video ads. We can make one version that's super fast-paced and energetic, and another that's more slow and focused on the food. Just like that, our video marketing is ready to test. And with that, we're done. Our system is complete. We've gone from a little idea about a hot dog restaurant to a fully built, market-ready business, and we did it in a tiny fraction of the time it used to take. So now, let's pull back and really look at the true power behind this whole process. So let's just recap what our little AI agency pulled off in one afternoon. We validated a profitable niche with our strategist, Noble LM. We built a live website with our builder, Firebase Studio. We shaped a compelling brand identity with our designer, Pumeli, and recreated pro-level video ads with our marketer, Google Flow. But the most important part of all of this, every single step was connected. And that brings us to the biggest insight of all. The real takeaway here isn't just about speed or even automation. It is all about integration. See, when your tools all talk to each other, when the research from step 1 directly feeds the marketing in step 4, you stop just using AI and you start building with AI. You're no longer a founder trying to do everything yourself. You're the conductor of an entire orchestra of AI specialists. So the technology is officially here. It's free, it's accessible to everyone, and it is powerful enough to take an idea from your head to the market in just a few hours. The old barriers, they're gone, which really only leaves one question left to answer. This AI can build a business in an afternoon. What are you going to build?